Alright, now once we've got our head skinned out and all that, fleshed out like we did in our previous video, we are going to get our pot ready. And what I usually do is I just get my water on to boil, and I'm just going to drop my head on in there. And during this process, it's okay if the this never hurts my antlers at all. And I'm just going to take some borax and sprinkle some of that in there. And I don't know, probably about a half a cup. And then I'm going to let that come to a boil. And as soon as it comes to a boil, I'm going to turn it off and let it sit for about an hour or so. I'm going to let it sit real good and kind of that meat cook on there real good. But you don't want to overboil it because then it softens and deteriorates the bone. You don't want to, of course, you don't want to burn it either. You want to make sure you watch it so that you don't burn your skull or your water evaporates out and you burn up your skull. But you want to watch it, and once it comes to a boil, you're going to turn it off and then just let it sit for about an hour or so, and then we're going to suit up and we're gonna power spray it, get it all nice and clean, and then that'll be the next step. You want to take those ear bones out. So you can get in there good, because we're going to have to get them brains out. You'll see me use some tools to get that out. And then I usually stick that in there inside the nose there and open up those sinuses so I can clean those, so I can power spray those too. My power sprayer is acting kind of wonky. It's got some air in it that I'm trying to work out, so just bear with me. But all I'm doing is just power spraying it and just opening some cavities up so I can get in there good. Like I said, the main thing you want to do is take those ear bones out. So I'm going to get back to it. As you can see, I've just finished power spraying my two skulls here, and I'm going to place them in this tub with some water and peroxide and let them soak overnight, and then I will do my bleaching paste that I put on them for another night. First of all, I'm going to show you what all sorry about the background noise. I'm boiling some bull skulls, one longhorn and one bull rodeo bull, for some customers. But as you can see, I couldn't really show you while I was power spraying, but you want to pop out these ear bones here. That way you can get in there good. And I usually use like a Phillips head screwdriver and stick it in that hole there and just pry it out. And that way you can get in there good and get the brains cleaned out. And of course you can see I also jab in there and open up those sinuses so I can get them good and cleaned out. All these holes you see are all sinuses. You want to make sure you power spray those really well, especially here on the side of the face. Those are going to just shoot out like a worm. You want to make sure you get all those good and cleaned out. It's casting a shadow so it looks black, but it's not. And I use my hemostats and I pull out all that cartilage and all that bone fragment inside the nose as well, and open that up so I can get in there good and power spray and get everything out, because that's what causes your smell. All right, so there's 2 good clean skulls, and make sure you're going to have some spots that have some cartilage. You see where I power sprayed and it took a little of the color off. I'm not worried about that. Some people try to wrap it up and stuff like that. I've found that's way more trouble than it's worth. What I'll go back and do, and I'll show you that when I'm done, is I go back and I stain that. So that's way easier than trying to wrap it up in water and all that still gets in there, and it's just hard to try to manage. So anyways, I got 2 skulls here, and I'm gonna set these here in my tub, just like that. I'm going to put water in there, just enough to cover the skull, not up the antler. You know, you don't want to bleach the antler, so I'm going to put enough water in there to cover up the skull, and then I'm going to put about a cup of hydrogen peroxide here in there with it, and this is my solution that I use to soak overnight. And then tomorrow I'll come out here and I'll make a video and we'll go over how I mix up my bleaching paste, which is hair quality, so it's also peroxide based, and so it doesn't deteriorate the bone. And we'll put that paste on there and then let it sit for another night. So you can see that's my method, and it goes pretty quickly for me, and my turnaround to get the skulls back to my customers is pretty quick. I can usually, when they bring it to me, I can get it back, weather permitting this time of year, so I can get out and power spray. I can get it back to them really quick, within a week. So I'm going to go ahead and I will mix up this water and my peroxide, and then we'll wait overnight and we'll put our bleaching paste on it. Thank you for watching us here at K&C Taxidermy. Remember to like and subscribe us here on YouTube, and join us next time for our latest creation, and we'll see you then.